AJ Dybantsa was drafted #1 overall in the 2026 NBA draft, while Darryn Peterson was picked second. But the question remains, who is the better player? Today we're going to answer that because the first player to 2 championships will be crowned the better player. Darryn Peterson's already at a disadvantage, starting out at an 80 overall, while AJ Dybantsa starts out as an 82. But neither of them would win the Rookie of the Year. Cameron Boozer's going to take it home. And while neither of them finished second either, Darryn Peterson was able to finish third, averaging 14, 6, and 6, while AJ Dybantsa is going to average 17, 4, and 2. AJ started the season off on the bench, but they moved him to a starter later in the season. Meanwhile, Darryn Peterson was a starter early in the season, but they moved him to the bench. As for the playoffs, the Jazz did not make it, and out east, the Wizards didn't either. The Jazz only won 27 games, and the Wizards won 25. So both AJ Dybantsa and Darryn Peterson would have to wait to make their first playoff appearance. But as we head on to player progression in Season 2, Darryn Peterson's up to an 86 overall. He's the 3rd best player on the team, technically tied for 2nd. And AJ Dybantsa's up to an 85 overall. He's the 5th best player on the team now. Darryn Peterson's going to win the most improved player, going from 14 to 23 points a game. He also averaged 7 rebounds and assists a game. His 3-point percentage went way up, and he's going to make the All-NBA 3rd team. As for AJ Dybantsa, he's going to average 25 and 3, but unfortunately they had him coming off the bench more than they did last year, while Darryn Peterson is now a full-time starter. In terms of seeding, it doesn't look like the Jazz are here again. Meanwhile, the Wizards are the 5 seed. The Jazz are getting closer. They were 6 games back from a play-in spot, but now it's time for AJ to take a lead over Darryn Peterson. He's probably one of the better 6 men in the league, coming off the bench behind Bilal, as the Wizards are going to win the first 2 games. That is kind of big. The Raptors are not able to tie it up at 2, but they win game 5. And in game 6, this one is all Wizards. They're going to make it out of the first round. And in a closeout game, AJ's going to score 19 on 70% shooting. Round 2, they have to go up against the Magic, who, funny enough, are defending champions. And with them being the 1 seed, I don't have too high hopes for the Wizards here. They are going to win game 2, though, to tie the series up. Game 3 goes to the Magic. Game 4, the Wizards tie it back up. And in game 5, the Magic had a good first quarter. That second quarter was terrible, and they're going to go down 3-2. I don't know what happened to them. Trey put up 38 and 11. AJ put up 18, but he shot terrible. But in game 6, it looks like the Wizards are going to run away with this one, winning by 5. Trae Young carried the team again. Anthony Davis had a good game this time, and Trey Johnson almost dropped 30, which takes us on to game 7, where we have Jalen Suggs attacking the paint. He's going to put the Magic up 5. The Wizards need to lock in here if they want a chance at making the conference finals. Trey's going to kick it out for an Anthony Davis 3. That is not the play. They could have gotten a way better shot. They're going to throw it down low to Jeremy Sohan. He's going to kick it to Suggs. Jalen Suggs finds Anthony Black. They're just swinging the ball around. Jeremy Sohan's going to come set the screen for the Anthony Black 3. How are they going to let Jalen Williams get the rebound there? I don't know what they're doing. Jalen Suggs is left open in the corner, and he knocks it down. So now with a minute to go, the Wizards have to be perfect from here on out. Trey Johnson gets an open 3. He's going to miss, and they can't get the board. So unfortunately, that's how their run's going to end, as they're going to lose to the defending champions. The Magic are going to make it back to the finals, but they can't go back-to-back. Ja just averaged 43 and 11 in the finals. And in a closeout game, he dropped 59 and 11. In the draft lottery, the Jazz have the 2nd and 8th best odds. Their 2nd pick falls to 5, but their 8th pick jumps up to 3. They're going to end up drafting, I'm not sure who this guy is. I do know this guy, though. He's going to be a beast. AJ and Darryn Peterson should be blossoming into stars now. Darryn Peterson's at 91. He's the best player on the team. Meanwhile, AJ's not on the Wizards anymore. We got to find him now. If we go to small forwards, he's not here, which means he's not an 87 overall. Whoa, he is on the Cavs. He's an 85. I guess the Wizards let him go because Bilal's going up to an 89, but that is a big mistake because now he gets to join the Cavs with Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and Donovan Mitchell. I still don't know why the Wizards let AJ go, but on the bright side, he's in the starting lineup, and I think he's actually going to stay here this time. Darryn Peterson just finished 2nd in the MVP race. He's up to 29 points, 9 rebounds, and assists per game. But I mean, winning it over Jokic is going to be very hard with these stats. And AJ Dybantsa is finally going to make his first All-NBA team, averaging 24, 7, and 3. He's finally a full-time starter, but we got to work on his 3-point percentage. It has not been consistent. Meanwhile, Darryn Peterson went from 26 to 40 to 44%, and he shot 61% from the field. The Jazz are finally going to make a play-in appearance. Kind of crazy that that's the standard now. As for the Cavs, they are also a play-in team. Honestly, I'm just going to sim the play-in. If they make it out, they make it out. The Jazz are eliminated. The Cavs make it out, and they play the Pistons in the first round. Jaden Ivey's back on the team, but honestly, I could see the Cavs winning this series. I feel like on paper they have a good roster, but they're going to go down 3-0, and they're going to get swept. And of course, we lost to the eventual champs, which takes us on to season 4. AJ Dybantsa's up to an 89 overall, and Darryn Peterson's up from a 91 to a 94. Wemby's going to win the MVP. Darryn Peterson finishes 2nd again, averaging 28, 10, and 8. Crazy, the one time he has a better stat line than Jokic, Wemby's going to be above him. AJ Dybantsa's at least up to the All-NBA 2nd team. He averaged 37 and 4. His 3-point percentage is good again. Let's hope it can stay there. Jazz are up to the 7th seed. They're still a play-in team, though, and as for the Cavs, they're up to the 6th seed. Once again, I'm going to sim the play-in. Wow, the Jazz were the 7th seed, and they lost both games. So now with the Cavs being the last team standing, they have to face the Heat in the first round. They look kind of dangerous. dangerous with a big three of Giannis, Bam, and Darius Garland. The Cavs are going to take game 1. Heat take games 2 and 3 and 4 to take a 3-1 lead, and they're going to gentleman sweep. The Wizards were the 2nd seed. I feel like they could have won if they kept AJ. But on to season 5 we go. AJ Dybantsa is going to stay at an 89. They have Jordan Smith Jr. though. They had the 3rd. Oh no, they didn't have the 3rd pick. The Wizards had it. They keep dropping all their players and just letting the Cavs pick them up. But with AJ being on the Cavs now, I have no problem with that. And as for the Jazz, Darryn Peterson's going to stay at a 94. Darryn Peterson's finally going to win the MVP, averaging 32, 9, and 9. Let's see if AJ's going to move up to the 1st team. He's not going to. Okay, he's going to drop from the 2nd team, and he doesn't even make an All-NBA team. He was on the 2nd team last year. I don't know what happened, but he's all the way down to 24 points per game. Bro, he averaged 30, and it just went back to 24 for some reason. I mean, he's still a starter, but honestly, it's probably because Jordan Smith Jr. joined the team. He only averaged 20, so maybe not. Anyway, Darryn Peterson makes his first playoff appearance as the Jazz are the 6th seed, and the Cavs also get better as they're sitting at the 4th seed. Round 1, the Cavs have to play the Pistons, who have Kawhi. Kind of crazy, because at this point, Kawhi's 39 years old. He averaged 18 points a game. Meanwhile, the Jazz have to go up against Devin Booker and Joel Embiid. Oh my gosh, that's actually a scary duo. Okay, bad start for both teams. They're both going to go down 0-1. Suns take a 2-0 lead. Suns are not able to go up 3-1. And okay, both teams are down 3-1. Not a good look. The Cavs are going to get eliminated, and so are the Jazz. So 5 seasons into both of their careers, neither of them have had much success. But at the beginning of season 6, I am hoping that both of them are still getting better. Darryn Peterson stays at a 94, and AJ's up to a 91. Darryn Peterson's going to win back-to-back MVPs, almost averaging a triple-double. AJ's back on an All-NBA team, up to the 2nd team. He's an average 28 and 8, and his 3-point percentage is back in the gutter, which is kind of crazy. He has an 85-3. But anyway, the Jazz go from the 6th seed to the 2nd seed. The Cavs are going to drop to the 6th seed. In round 1, they have to play the Pistons. I feel like they play them every year. Meanwhile, the Jazz have to play the Spurs, who don't have Wemby anymore. Both the Jazz and the Cavs win their first game. Jazz are able to go up 2-0. The Cavs can't. Okay, the Jazz are having an easy time. They're going to sweep. Meanwhile, the Cavs are tied at 2. But in game 5, the Cavs are going to go crazy to take a 3-2 lead over the Pistons. All because Jordan Smith Jr. dropped 45 and 11. And in game 6, the Cavs are blowing out the Pistons. Okay, the Pistons started to come back, but it's nowhere near close enough. AJ led the way with 31. Oh my gosh, we had 3 people drop 25 plus, 4 drop 20 plus. And now in the second round, AJ gets to get revenge against the team that let him go. And I really wish he stayed, because they're the 2nd seed. They probably would have been the 1 seed with him. Cavs are able to tie the series up and take the lead, but the Wizards tie it back up. But in game 5, the Cavs are a minute away from going up 3-2 in the series as Jordan Smith misses. Anthony Davis on the break finds Sarr to Darryn wide open in the corner. He's gonna break the 3. That is a big miss. On the break, we have AJ trying to drive past Bilal. Okay, never mind. He's gonna run out to the wing. He's gonna give it to Jordan Smith Jr. and just let him ISO the spin, the fake. He's gonna go up with the contested floater, and he scores. So now up 3, De'Aaron Fox is gonna drive. He's gonna take the jumper, and it's good. 30 seconds to go. Game is in Jordan Smith Jr.'s hands. He kicks it out to AJ, but he can't make the 3. That is a big miss, and now down 1. The Wizards can take the lead here. 93% of people who watch me aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe to help me hit my goal of 35,000 subscribers. De'Aaron's gonna use the screen from Sarr. He's gonna try to drive past. I don't know why he pulled the 3. He had an easy lane to the paint. So now with 12 seconds to go, the Cavs need to make both. They're gonna sink the first free throw, and to put them up 3, their second free throw's good. So now with 12 seconds to go, the Wizards need a 3 to tie it up. They're gonna inbound it to Elijah Arenas trying to attack the paint. He finds Fox. Top of the key, 3's good. But the Cavs still have 6 seconds to pull this off here. They inbound it to Jordan Smith Jr. The spin. He's gonna kick it to Evan Mobley. The deep 3 over AD's off. We're going to overtime. But in overtime with 6 seconds to go, the Wizards are down 4. It looks like they're not even gonna get a shot off, bro. I don't know what is up with 2K, but they don't even shoot the ball. So the Cavs go up 3-2 behind 40 pieces from AJ and Jordan Smith Jr. But in game 6, this one was all Wizards. We're going to a game 7. AJ had a great game, but Jordan Smith Jr. shot pretty bad. Same with CMB, same with LeBaron Philon. But in game 7, the Cavs ended up folding in the second half. The Wizards are going to be the team to make it onto the conference finals, and AJ cannot get revenge against his former team. They made it close during the end, but not close enough. These top 2 guys play good almost every game. They just need some help. And I am not gonna lie, I totally forgot about the Jazz. I accidentally simmed to the finals. They made it out of the conference finals in 7. Oh, and Wemby's on the Lakers now. But Darryn Peterson put up 31 and 15 in a closeout game. But to recap the other series, he averaged 37, 9, and 9 in round 2 with 3 steals and 2 blocks a game. And then in the conference finals, he averaged 31, 9, and 9. But in the finals, they have to play the Sixers led by VJ Edgecombe, who's coming off the bench for some reason. 2 seed versus 1 seed. The Sixers should have the edge. They are going to take the first 2 games of the series. That's not a good sign. Jazz take game 3 by 20, and they tie the series up. And in game 5, the Jazz had an amazing third quarter. They're going to take a 3-2 lead in the finals. So they're just 1 game away from an NBA championship after a crazy triple-double from Darryn Peterson. But in game 6, the Jazz just couldn't get it done in the 4th quarter. We're going to a game 7. Oh my gosh, nobody even scored 20. Darryn Peterson played good. He also shot good. I don't know how they lost that that game. But that wouldn't come back to haunt them because in Game 7, the Jazz are going to blow out the Sixers as Darryn Peterson takes the lead over AJ and becomes a one-time champion. So he only needs one more to beat AJ in a race to 2 championships. And as the cherry on top, he's going to walk away with the Finals MVP. Entering Season 7, AJ, oh, I thought he wasn't on the team anymore. He's going to stay at 91 overall. Meanwhile, Darryn Peterson is not on the Jazz anymore. He just won a Finals MVP and left. He really pulled a Kawhi Leonard. So now, moment of truth, Darryn Peterson stays at a 94 and he's on the Cavs with AJ now. I didn't even realize he was here when I was looking at player progression. And that might be one of the craziest moves I've ever seen because if they both win a championship, Darryn Peterson's going to win the challenge. Darryn Peterson really just did all that to mog AJ. He's going to win his 3rd MVP in a row and he's going to help lead the team to 69 wins. And while Darryn Peterson is so evil, with him on the team, AJ Dybantsa is not going to make a single All-NBA team. He's back down to 25 points a game. And in the first round, they have to face the Cavs. That was pretty easy. They're going to sweep them. Round 2, they have to face the Pistons. They're going to gentleman sweep them. I feel like the Cavs have been playing the same opponents every time. They have to face the Sixers now. They finally have VJ Edgecombe in the starting lineup. I don't know why he was coming off the bench to begin. Sixers are not able to tie the series up at 2. Cavs make it out in 5 and they have to face the Rockets. They look like a pretty well-rounded team, but I feel like the Cavs are better. And they're the 1 seed, so they should have this one in the bag. Game 1, they only win by 4. Game 2, they win by about 20. They take a 3-0 lead over the Rockets. And in Game 4, they're going to sweep as Darryn Peterson wins the challenge 2-1. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and if you want to see me make Darryn Peterson the GOAT, click the video on the screen right now.